Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalia, also known as the Visionpreneur or Visionary Entrepreneur, and I am your passive income specialist and business strategist, helping you to create the life that you desire by creating multiple streams of income so that you can start living your life instead of just existing. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a children's book using ChatGPT and Canva. We'll be using an app inside of ChatGPT called Consistent Character GPT. This is what will help us create consistent characters for our story. So creating a children's book is a fun and rewarding process that starts with a simple idea. It could be a message you want to share, a story from your childhood, or a completely new adventure born from your imagination. So once you have your idea, you will write the story, keep the language simple and engaging for young readers. And the next step is to bring your characters and scenes to life with colorful illustrations that capture the attention of little readers and complement your storytelling. And then you put it all together in a book format, choosing the right fonts and layouts, and make it easy for children to follow along. So whether you're drawing the pictures yourself or using digital tools to design your book, the goal is to create an enjoyable reading experience that sparks imagination and joy in every child who turns the pages. So I'm going to show you how to take those ideas you have and turn them into a book for kids. You don't need to be a big-time writer or artist. You just need to be good with ideas and have a computer. So we'll use some easy online tools to put your story and pictures together, and by the end you'll have a book you can show everyone. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to start by showing you two of the children's books that I've created. The first one is called My Friend Aiden, and this book is about autism awareness. So it's about a little boy named Aiden who goes to school, and he has a friend that kind of notices that Aiden is different. And he, asks his mom and his teachers. They tell him to, welcome Aiden and embrace his differences and stuff like that. So this is a cool book for, any kid that, has kids around them that are, going through something different, changes, or they're just born differently. So My Friend Aiden, that's what that one's about. And the second one is called Michaela's Magic, The Power of Being Me. It's about a little girl who feels not so comfortable in her skin, and then she finds a magic mirror in her grandpa's attic, and it shows her how beautiful she really is, and she starts to gain confidence and really embrace herself and her skin and her hair. So this is what this story is about. So I want you to be creative with the story idea that you come up with, and it could talk about social issues, or you could talk about whatever type of thing, disabilities, or whatever kinds of things that you want to talk about. So if you don't have an idea of what you want to write about, then we can use ChatGPT to generate a story idea for us, and that is step one. So let's head over to ChatGPT right now, and we can ask them what kinds of ideas we can create for a story. So let's start a new ChatGPT chat, and we are going to type in here, give me some story ideas for a children's book surrounding social issues, and we'll see what they give us. So this is what ChatGPT has generated for us. They gave me about eight different story ideas. So the first one is the Garden of Differences, and a magical garden where every flower is different. A new flower bud feels out of place because it's unlike any other. Through its journey, the bud learns the value of diversity, inclusion, and the beauty of being unique. The story can introduce children to the concepts of diversity and acceptance. So that one is pretty cool. Then we have number 2, The Lost Toy Store, a story about a toy store where lost toys find their way, each with a story of being left behind due to the child's family moving because of economic issues, environmental disasters, or seeking a safe environment. The toys work together to find their way back to the children, teaching lessons about empathy, resilience, and the impacts of various social and environmental issues. So I'm not going to read through all of these. We can just you can pause and skim through, these ideas, or you can, prompt ChatGPT to do it for you. And then just choose which story you like. If you don't like any of these, then you can also prompt ChatGPT to give you more. And once you've chosen one, I'm going to just choose one at Sophia's Silent World. So I think I'm going to choose this one because it's about like a real issue that, it seems like it could impact lives. So Sophia lives in a world of silence, navigating life as a deaf child. Through her eyes, readers learn about the challenges and strengths of living with a disability, promoting understanding and empathy toward people who experience the world differently. So I feel like there's not enough books out there that really cater to people with disabilities, which is why I kind of want to shed light on that, like the book that I created with autism. And now I want to do Sophia's Silent World. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, and then we're going to paste it in the ChatGPT message prompt. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me a story outline. Can you give me a story outline for this story idea? And then it's going to start giving you kind of like an outline for the book. ChatGPT is very helpful in kind of piecing the puzzle together. So the first thing it says is, introduction. You can introduce Sophia, a bright, curious girl who experiences the world differently because she's deaf. You can describe her vibrant personality and her unique way of interacting with the world around her. The setting could be establish a setting by describing Sophia's home, school, and community, emphasizing both the challenges and joys of her daily life. And then you could have an early challenge in the book. A new school year. Sophia faces the challenge of starting a new school year in a mainstream school where she is the only deaf child. Highlight her feelings of nervousness and excitement. So it gives us pretty much everything. So with this information, you can either create your own story with the information that ChatGPT has given you, or you can take this information and ask ChatGPT to write the story for you. So I'm going to ask them just to see what they come up with. Can you write this story for me? Make it in depth and give me make it in depth. Let's just start with that and see what they give us. So they are giving us the story. So you can kind of see what they give you, and you can take what they give you and make it your own. That's what I would do, because you don't know if this same story is being developed elsewhere, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so each little paragraph could be one page. So this paragraph could be one page, or you can cut it into, this sentence right here. Oh, it's not letting me do that. Okay, so this sentence right here could be a page, and then the second 2 sentences or 3 sentences could be another page in the book. So what I would do is I would go over to Canva, and I already created a book of this size. So I'm going to go to the sizing, and I'm going to okay, so this is like an Instagram post, so it's like 1080 by 1080. So I'm going to type in here storybook, because I know they have storybook. Okay, so 8 by 8. So we're going to name our story Sophia's Silent World, and you can always change this. And this will be where we create the book. So the first page is obviously going to be the cover. The second page, you can start creating the story, or you can put in like a disclaimer page if you want to. That's what I did in my other story. So you can keep the second page blank for now, and then the third page is where you can start your story. So you add a text box and choose your font. So I like to have my words on the top. Some people like their words on the bottom. I think in my last book I did the words on the bottom, okay? And then before that I did the words on the top in my other book. So let's go back to Sophia's story. So we'll do the words on the top for now. If we don't like them on the top, then we could always change it. And then I'm going to choose a font. I'm going to choose Lazy Dog. That's one of the children's fonts that I like, so I'm going to keep it to that for now. One thing we forgot to do on the front page is to put the title, Sophia's Silent World. So let's make that bigger. And then we have what we have. So we're going to keep it like this for now. Make sure it's centered. We're going to keep it like this for now. So once we move further along in the story, then we can always change the colors. And once we have the cover, we can, change the colors. So now we can start moving over our story from ChatGPT to Canva. So I'm going to do the first sentence because we want to make sure we have enough pages. And that's pretty big. So let's make it a little smaller. Okay. And then we move on to our next page and we do the same thing. So let's see what size we made this. 18. So let's create this to be 18 as well. So once we have transferred everything over from ChatGPT to Canva, then we're ready to move on to the next step of the book, which is creating the visuals. So we're going to do that also in ChatGPT in a program called Consistent Character GPT. So we're going to click on it. If it's not up here, which it probably won't be if you are new to the program, then you're going to have to click Explore GPTs and you'll find it in there. So we can start prompting Consistent Character to create our characters. So the first thing it's going to ask you is, should the character be male or female? And I'm going to type female because her name is Sophia. Please provide a name. We're going to type in Sophia. And then it's going to say, can you share details about the character, age, country, hair, outfit. And we're going to choose Sophia is an 11-year-old girl from Botswana. She is African but lives in America. She has curly black hair and she wears blue jeans and a pink top. And you can add as much detail as you want. I'm gonna stop there, and then if I don't like something about the character, I could always go back and change the character. So let's send that in. And it says, what style or theme would you like for the image? Here's some options to choose from. You can choose Pixar animation, which is what I'm going to go with for this video. You can choose photography, 2D flat illustration, or anime. So let's type in Pixar animation. And now it's going to create Sophia for us. So it takes a couple of seconds. And this is what they have created for us. This is very cute. And then next they're going to ask, what should we vary in each image? So expression, action, pose, and then we're going to say expression. Let's say, based on our story, let's go back to our story. So, in a cozy little town painted with the hues of every season lived a girl named Sophia. Sophia had eyes that sparkled with curiosity and a smile that could light up the darkest rooms. So how about we put her Give Sophia a vibrant smile. Put her in a beautiful neighborhood street with nice houses, and make it a sunny day. So let's see what they give us for this image. So this is the image that they give us of Sophia, which is pretty cute. It looks kind of like she has tears in her eyes. If you want to, I mean, if you want to recreate it, you can. I like the top. I like the jeans. I like the background. So I am going to keep this picture. So what we would do is we would download it, and then we would go over to the book in Canva, and we would, let's move this. We would click upload and upload it from our computer into Canva. And then we would put it, we can set it to the background, or you can scale it if you want to. So this is what it would look like. I think I'm going to change the words to the bottom because we want to see Sophia's face. So how we would make sure that the words show up is we could either click effects, go to background, and we could add a little background there and change the color of the background to white, and then we could leave it like that for the so that the words will show up for the book. So I don't really like the lazy dog anymore. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna type in kids fonts, and I'm going to change the font to, let's see what Mary Kate looks like. Okay, kind of like Mary Kate. We're gonna make it a little bigger, and I don't like, okay, let me just I'm gonna change all of them to Mary Kate. If we can find her again, there it is. So if you want to change all the fonts in the entire book, you would just click it, and then at the bottom here you would see where it says change all. So then all of the fonts in the entire book will be changed to Mary Kate or whatever font that you chose. Okay, so I don't like the way this looks, so I'm gonna take off this effect. And how I like for the words to show up is I like to use a cloud. So I'm gonna type in cloud. That's what I did for my last book, and it turned out pretty cool. And I'm gonna put them back here behind the words so that it shows up a little bit better. And I just, copied and pasted it so that, it shows up throughout all of the words on the bottom. So that's our first page. In a cozy little town, painted with the hues of every season, lived a girl named Sophia. Sophia had eyes that sparkled with curiosity and a smile that could light up the darkest rooms. So then we would move on to the next image. So the next page. So unlike other children, Sophia lived in a world of silence. She was born deaf, but in her silence, she found a melody in colors, a rhythm in patterns, and a harmony in the vibrant world around her. So given these words, we can kind of use our imagination and maybe make Sophia painting a picture, or maybe drumming on something, or singing in a choir. Actually, that wouldn't make any sense because she couldn't hear. But something that, something that makes sense for the book. So let's type in Sophia happy painting a picture in school with vibrant colors. So once you have created all the images and the text inside of your storybook, then you're ready to publish your book however you want to publish it. If you want to do it digital, or if you want to make it available on sites like Amazon KDP or Lulu, you will be able to do that. So don't forget to make your back cover. You could also use ChatGPT for that, and you could also add elements from Canva to bring your storybook to life. So if we go into the element section and we type in stars, we could add little stars to, the cover if we wanted to, and just bring it to life a little more. You can do that as well. So just keep in mind that this is a children's storybook and you want to make it as vibrant and amazing as possible. So just keep that in mind when you're creating and when you're putting this thing together. So before I let you go, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the theme of your storybook you plan to create, and you can share any insights that you gained from this tutorial. Your feedback is the spark that ignites our community's creativity. So until next time, I'm Shalia, the Visionpreneur. I'm signing off. Keep creating, keep inspiring, and never stop building your dreams. And if you have any questions in the comments, leave a question in the comments and I will be sure to answer it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. I will see you in the next video.